Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today here on the RathCo Gaming Channel. I'm your host, Robert Rath, and this is another episode of the RathCo original program, Deep Thoughts. This is actually our Season 1 finale episode of Deep Thoughts. So the topic for today's finale episode is one of my favorite activities ever since I was about 5 years old, camping. Now, I realize that not everyone enjoys camping, but I suppose that it may depend on what your definition of camping is. There are a lot of ways and methods to camp. Some people enjoy roughing it by using nothing more than a tent, no electricity, maybe a propane or a fuel lantern during the evenings as a light source. Cooking over an open campfire instead of a traditional grill setup or stove. Then there are those whom camp in a cabin. There are a ton of camping resorts and parks within New York State as well as the entire country, if I were to guess. And when I was growing up, my entire family would rent 3 or 4 cabins at a very famous campgrounds known as Allegheny State Park. Every summer, we would go up to Allegheny to spend time with our entire family. My mother has a total of 8 other siblings, so her side of the family are the big campers. My father's parents owned an RV that they typically went camping in from time to time, and that was about it for Dad's side of the family, but being in cabins is quite a bit easier than tent camping, of course. Cabins are available with or without electricity. Each cabin at Allegheny had a stove and a cast iron wood burner to keep warm during the cold nights, or if you're camping in the winter months. There were bunk beds to sleep on, and cabins came in different sizes depending on how many people would be sleeping in each cabin. Now, the standard cabins that I grew up camping in did not have plumbing, so you would have to walk a short distance to either an outhouse, which is a small wooden shed, or the larger bathhouses, which were cement, really nice, one of which could be found on every trail. Now, some trails are short and only contained a few cabins, while other trails are so long you could literally get lost very easily without a map or assistance from someone who knows the area. The next method of camping is among the most convenient and easygoing as it gets. Allegheny recently, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer. I have a horrible memory, but anyways, Allegheny built what they refer to as cottages. They are fully furnished, beautiful cabins that, when seen from the inside, look like a traditional rustic country home. Each cottage is equipped with a full bathroom, kitchen, and living room area. There is also a futon couch that folds out into a bed. They have a large front porch with a wheelchair ramp on select, if not all, of the cottages. They also have electricity, a microwave, full stove, and plenty of counter space, along with a dining room table inside and a few nice chairs. There's also a refrigerator in each one. But there's refrigerators in all the cabins that have electricity, of course. There are also picnic benches out on the front porches of all the cottages, which all the cabins in Allegheny State Park have benches and tables on the front porch. But I think that covers all there is to know when it comes to camping at Allegheny State Park. I highly recommend ASP if you've never been there. It is beautiful all year round, especially in the fall when the leaves change, and nature can be seen everywhere. Now, my parents, after camping in cabins and tents for years, my father, God rest his soul, decided to talk my mother and I into getting a pop-up camper, and we absolutely loved the idea. Now, a pop-up camper is a small camper. The roof raises up to reveal cloth side panels all around, and there are 2 beds, one on each end, that slide out once the roof is completely raised. So now that we've gone over all of the details I had prepared, let's take some time to check out a few photos of the different ways in which camping is done, shall we? Tent camping. If you're the type that enjoys roughing it, and you don't mind sleeping just above the ground, then tent camping is a great way to camp. Camping using a tent is also a much cheaper alternative than a cabin or RV rental. However, as I said earlier, it's one of the toughest ways to camp, in my opinion, but hey, it's not for everyone, but maybe it's for you. Second up, pop-up camping. Now, my family and I have been camping, and we've been campers our entire lives. The first camper my folks purchased was one of these. Pop-up type camper. They are very convenient due to their ability to fold up by pushing the sliding beds in at both ends and using a hand crank / mechanical device on some to lower the roof and pack it all up for travel, which is perfect for a small family. Another way to camp is the fifth wheel RV campers. If the pop-up campers are too small or just plain not for you, maybe you have a larger family or just want more space, then perhaps one of these babies would be perfect for you. They come in a wide range of sizes, lengths, and some of them also feature slide-outs, which increase space when the RV is being used and not transported. However, with the fifth wheel, you have to install a hitch in the back bed of your vehicle, so you need a pickup truck, one with a pretty good tow capacity. Next up is the hardtop tow-behind RV campers. Okay, so if you don't want to install a fifth wheel hitch into your truck bed, no worries. Even if you have a car with a regular hitch setup, then this is what you want. These hardtops are rather nice, and much like many other camper types, there are many makes, sizes, and models to choose from. Last but definitely not least are the drivable RV campers. These are the largest and also the most expensive types of camping vehicles out there. There are many retired couples who actually choose to sell their homes to purchase one of these because most of them could literally be called a house on wheels. Camping in one of these should feel just like you're in your own home, but it may be a bit too much for rough and tumble camping type folks. So anyways, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you have enjoyed this I hope that you have enjoyed this season finale episode of RathCo's original program, Dark Thoughts. That makes 15 episodes for this season, ladies and gentlemen, and there will be a season 2 in the near future. Please be sure to like and subscribe, turning on all notifications for RathCo Gaming, as well as our alternate YouTube channel, RathCo Outdoors, which will have content added to it within the next 3 to 6 weeks. Take care, stay safe, and have a great time.